So Billy Blake watched my video on a texture hack for Mario Kart Wii on a course called GCN Mario Circuit, and the texture hack was called White Park, and he asked me if I made the texture hack or not. So I replied to his comment and said I did not, and it's by Darky Benji. But I am making a Blue Toad texture hack, so I asked him if I should make a video on how to do that, and he said that I should, so that is what I'm going to do now. For this you will need SCS modifier, which will be a program to replace files with and textures or whatever, and it's created by Chatters and Mr. Bean. The download for that will be in the description. So you will also need a file to edit and replace into the SCS modifier. So I'm just going to use this Fire Toad texture, and I'm going to open up the driver right here, and this is the SCS modifier. So once you have this opened, you click this little plus right here, and then textures, and then here are Toad's animations and his face. So I'll just go to this one, which is all, and now you want to double click on this image, and this will pop out, and you click File and Export. Now you can save it wherever you want, and I am going to be calling this Blue Toad Texture Demonstration, and I'll just save that. And now here's where you need the picture editor, so you can use Paint or whatever. I'll just be using Adobe Photoshop Elements 6.0. I know 6.0 is pretty old, but it still works. So now you're going to open up the file, which is right here, and here is the little file. It's already texture hacked by someone, but that's okay, I can just edit it. And this is actually my first time really trying to edit it, so I'll be using this tool, and I'm going to select the area I want, and I'll move that right there. And then I'll be using this tool, which is the paint bucket, and I'll select this color to be blue, because this is Blue Toad. Then I fill that up. So that is how you texture his dot on his head, and I guess you can move it too, or maybe not. I'll just add another one right there. Okay, so that is how you texture one dot on Toad's head. Now I will use this square or rectangle tool, and you can go on this area. I'm not really sure what this color is for, but I'm just going to see. So I'll just have that as blue. I'll just keep it there, and I'll just get rid of that, and I'll make a new one. So I'll just have to try to get this to work, really. Yeah, so that's the area I want. And now I'm going to fill that with white. So I'll just select white. And then I'll fill that in with white. And that's all I'm going to show now because it's just a test. So I'll just save what I made. And I'll replace that. And then now I'm going to go close this and go back to the SCS modifier. Now you click on this again and select import instead of export this time, and then select the picture you want to import, and I'll open that up, and this is what it looks like. Not sure what's with those weird lines there, but anyway, here's a better look at this stuff. And I'll just save that. And now this file looks like that. You can always edit these things if you want, but I'm not going to bother with that. That is how you texture one file. Once that is done, you can just save as. I guess a BRRES if you want it to work, maybe, for the game Mario Kart Wii, and I'll just call it co.award. I'll just call it that, and I meant to put underscore here instead of dot. And now I will save that. And then you can always go to the My Stuff folder on CTGP Revolution, or use an ISO to replace the files with Wii Scrubber. But I'm not really going to deal with Wii Scrubber right now because I don't really like to. I'm just going to use the SD card and put the files in CTGP Revolution. So I'll just enter my SD card in later, I guess. So now that the file is saved, you can edit some more files. So I'll just go to a vehicle this time. After I go to this award file, and once that is open, I'm just going to import the same picture I just edited. Here's all the Toad pictures again, but I'll just go out to this all and select import, then import that same file I edited, and I'll save that. And save this as co_award. And save that. And it's asking me if I want to replace it, but I'll just say yes. And this is just the folder I'm going to copy the files into for CTGP Revolution. So I'll just make a new one right here, and I'll call it My Stuff 3. And now I will copy those two files into the My Stuff folder. And I think I saved them in here. I have a lot of stuff here for Mario. Must have passed it somewhere. Okay, I think these are the new ones. So I'll just copy this file into the My Stuff folder and paste them there. And I'll go back and put this file into here. And maybe I'll also rename this to add the BRRES on the end. Okay. So I'll just make sure these are the files I want. And yep, that's the file I want. So I'll just check this one if this is the one I want. And no, that's not it. So I'll delete this one off. That was just something I used a while ago. So I'll go back to here. And which one was it? Never mind, I'll just use it. And that is how you texture hack Toad himself. You can then go back to edit some vehicles here. This is all Kart. I guess this has all of them in it. So I'll just check here. So this is one of the bikes. It's the bullet bike. So you can just use the same steps I did for Toad and select the area you want to change the colors with, and I'll just export this as Blue Toad Bullet Bike, and that's Billet Bike. I want Bullet Bike here, and this time I'll just demonstrate with paint because I think you can use the same setting here. So select this freeform, and now I'm going to open the file I made right here, and I'll just undo that. And now I'll select the area I want to change. Going to change this to, what should I change it to? Not sure what I did right there. Just undo those, and I'll use that. Let's see if it works this time. Alright, and now I'll just use this tool again to fill with color over here. I'll just demonstrate with black, I guess. I guess I can also use white. And it's not really working so well. Not sure why, but once you're done with that, you can just save it. I'm going to color this red here as blue. So I'll just use that tool and select this area. Then I'll use this tool and select blue. Then I'll just fill in this little area here, or just the middle. And I'll try blue for this part also. I guess I'll have to select it first. And I'll just do that and make that blue color with the fill tool. And I'm not sure why it's not really working well. Anyway, once you're done, you just save it again, and I'll save and replace that. Then you go back and import just like you did with the toad, and there's your file. Now you can save it, and that's one vehicle. If you keep doing this with other videos, vehicles, you just edit all the vehicles just like I did, and then you can save the files and put them on the My Stuff folder or the ISO. I'll just call this what's it called? I'll go look back over here. Okay, it's called co-allcart-scs co.allcart. I think that's what it is. Okay, it's not capital here. I'll just save that, and now I'll close SCS modifier and go back to my Mario Stuff folder and look for the allcart. Where is it? Should be this one maybe? Right here. I just put a dot there. I'll go check. Okay, that's the one. So I'll just rename that to dash allcart and save, and then I will just add that to my stuff folder, and that is how you finish one more vehicle. That's pretty much all the video was. You can just mess around with editing and whatever you want to texture, and if you texture a little icon like a toad face or anything on the vehicle or character, it will be mirrored to the other side. So if you wanted just one, you would have the half of the icon on the end of it, or the end of the vehicle picture, and it will be mirrored to the other side. And if you have the whole picture on one, it will be mirrored as two pictures. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to give a basic little video on how you texture the files and use them for Mario Kart Wii. Once you're done, you can test your files on CTGP Revolution, and that's all I'm going to be doing on the computer. Right now I am going to go back to my Wii to see if this works. So